If I had to do it all over again, I would probably be a truck driver.
And why is that?
Just to over the road, see the open country, tour places.
There is no way that Jim would be satisfied with being a truck driver.
You're crushing my dream.
He would be doing loss control.
Yeah, he would be. He'd be more like a DOT position for you.
Probably. Yeah, working at the DMV.
Yeah.
Okay, I'd enjoy working at the DMV.
Yeah, there you go.
Hi, I'm Melissa Winter, and I am the President and CEO of Acuity Insurance.
I'm Jeremy Loretz, Loretz-Johnson Agency, 224 East Main Street in Anoka, the Halloween capital of the world.
My name is Joel Kotzma. I'm the Executive Vice President and Chief Marketing and Distribution Officer at Acuity Insurance.
I'm Brad Lloyd, the Vice President of Distribution, Acuity Insurance.
Hi, I'm Jim Hickey. I'm Vice President of Sales and Distribution for the agency.
I'm Robin Roby Keller, Vice President of Operations for Farmers Union Agency.
My name is Tom Sloan. I'm the Senior Marketing Representative with Northstar Mutual Insurance Company out of Cottonwood, Minnesota.
My name is Truman Wojski. I live in White Bear Lake, Minnesota, and I'm with EPB Insurance or Ekblad Insurance in Maplewood, Minnesota. People might be surprised to learn that when I was around 14 years old, my family starred in a reality TV show called Hockey Moms. Oh, I hated it at the time. It was cameras in my face like this.
I was born and raised pretty much in Anoka, grew up around insurance. I was 8 years old when my dad bought the agency. I wasn't particularly interested in insurance at that point. All my interests were sports. It was 3 in high school I played and 2 in college, and it wasn't until I was working in finance for a couple years out of college that I kind of realized what a great opportunity I had.
My journey to Acuity was pretty unique. It was a company that I had admired for a long time, and there was never a position when I was living and working in Pennsylvania. And I ended up getting the opportunity to come to Acuity with a field role in Pennsylvania. And then over the last 8 years, I've held several positions with Acuity as a field person and then a general manager here in Sheboygan and now Vice President of Distribution.
I was the youngest of 4 siblings, growing up in a small northeast Iowa town. My father was the postmaster of that town, and when not in the post office, would sell insurance. My mother would work the insurance accounts and do the customer service. I remember on some of Dad's insurance calls, he would have me ride along with him. I think even early on, he was wanting me to be that insurance agent in the agency.
I came right out of college, was exploring different careers in business, and also had an interest in the legal profession. And someone suggested to me getting involved in insurance, specifically in the claims areas, at what was then Heritage Insurance, which was our former name, and started in that role, spent about 3 years as a claims adjuster, learned the business, all facets, personal, commercial, and that's what I did until 3 years ago when I became president and then stepped into the CEO role earlier this month.
I grew up in Stillwater, Minnesota, and graduated from Stillwater Area High School in 2020. And at the time, I was working in the restaurant industry, and I didn't really know what I wanted to do. So I reached out to a family friend named Stu, and he invited me to his office, told me what insurance is all about. And I went home that day, bought my classes, started getting licensed, and called him 3 months later and said, I'm licensed and ready to work.
Farmers Union Agency has been around since 1947. We're an agency that handles all lines of businesses, and then we have specialists in each one of those areas to really help support our agency force to make sure that we can provide that expertise out in the field to our agents, and so they can then in turn help their clients.
Big I Agent of the Year award means to me is quite a bit. I really don't feel deserving. I know a lot of great agents who I think are deserving, and I do know my father who believed in me, thought I would be a good fit for insurance, would be extremely proud. It happens to be 5 years this week that he passed, and it just really means a lot.
This award means to me of the recognition of the commitment. It means to me the recognition of the work and the recognition of the sacrifice.
I think one of the reasons Acuity is fortunate to receive an award like this is how we show up. We have a commitment to the independent agency system. We have tremendous respect for our independent agents, and firmly we believe that relationship is at the core of this business. And I would say it's not just lip service, that's what we strive to do in all of our actions, our behaviors, and one of our core values is deepen relationships, and that's the way that we aspire to show up every day.
I was shocked actually when Josh called and told me we won this award. I just kind of had to think back to we started as this captive exclusive agency to one carrier back in 1947, almost 80 years ago, and really made that conversion to a fully independent agency in the last decade actually. And to have the agency force that we have with all of their staff, I mean, we'll probably start talking probably close to 100 people all collectively. To make that leap in a really short period of time to get this award is really kind of made me speechless actually.
I'm very honored to receive this award because it shows that my hard work has been recognized.
I think we've all attended this conference many years. And you always think about, boy, wouldn't it be cool, right? But to actually be recognized as Agency of the Year with 700 or 800 agencies that you guys are associated with across the state of Minnesota in front of our peers, is truly an honor.
When I think about young people considering a career in insurance, I think probably biggest piece of advice is there's so many aspects of the insurance industry where you can open a door and get involved in the industry as a whole. Too often folks think solely on the selling side.
There are so many different layers to this industry and so many different things. You could actually work in the insurance industry and not really have anything to do with the word insurance.
Opportunities to get involved in the carrier level that range from technology and analysis and data all the way through to underwriting, claims, and service. And even on the distribution front, maybe they really want to be in that customer service, customer facing role, but they're not interested in selling, or to be able to be part of the marketing teams in that back office. We have a rich, vast array of opportunities, but ultimately this is an industry that makes a difference because we really are the backbone that protects so much of the economic well-being from the personal line side to all of those folks that are aspiring or current business owners.
For new agents, I would encourage them to be active and involved in their community, and to basically just do what's right, to put their clients' interest above their own.
And then do you have any encouraging thoughts or ideas to encourage others to get into the insurance industry?
No. The advice I'd give to someone following a similar path to me would be to get out there and meet as many people as you can, meet other agents, meet your clients face to face. I think it's good to do that instead of sitting behind a computer screen all day long.
There is stability and security in the insurance business. Insurance is a continual need existing year to year and changing as life changes. Be there for your customer for advice, guidance, and during the tough times, and they will be with you for years and years.
Helping people is what really motivates me and lights me up. It really is what I enjoy. It's the new customers we get to meet. It's the long-term relationships and having these people rely on us and trust in us when things are good and when things are difficult.
On a client's worst day, like, we get to be the hero. But secondly, like, we get to help our people hopefully achieve their dreams, like their life dreams. And if we can, right, build an organization where we're helping people achieve those things, that's why I love coming to work.
You really become friends with the people you work with. I get to come to work every day with somebody like Joel, somebody like Melissa, and it means a lot because you don't want to let those people down.
What lights me up is building relationships with clients and other agents and coming to work every day and working with our fantastic team.
To me, it's almost like you're always trying to solve a puzzle, and you think about like strategically the direction that you're heading. And I grew up in a household where my dad was an independent agent, and being able to serve independent agents in the capacity that I do, I think it's kind of the why you get up in the morning, and it's exciting.
The Big I has played a very important role. I mean, you guys have the conferences and you create connections. I think when you bring people together and you can connect on a professional level, learn from one another, all those things combined just make it a really valuable organization that we really, truly enjoy working with.
We have a great deal of respect for what the Minnesota Big I is doing for its agents, but also for the carrier partners. Being able to have the strength of partnership in a neighboring state like Minnesota means the world to us.
Big I Minnesota has been very important to us. I got my CIC designation early in my career, and I haven't found better education than the CIC program. I encourage all of my staff, they're either CIC, CISR, or working towards it. So we really value the education piece.
I'm more on the legislative side, particularly what we went through in the last few years with markets tightening, markets pausing, homeowners issues with claims and things like that. And I know you guys were working hard behind the scenes. Your videos were really special to me because I could communicate what was going on, how the Big I was trying to solve these issues, working with legislatures and other entities, and did a great job, right? We've come out of it and everybody's in a better space. For that, I thank the organization for that.
The Big I Minnesota influenced my career by having access to member agencies and industry staff. It also allowed me to network in its annual events such as InsurCon, and it provided educational opportunities for its members.
If you're not paying attention, things can get by you. And when you have organizations like the Big I that provide support for the independent agent, it makes our distribution channel that much stronger. So any organization that's in full support of our biggest channel has our full support.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing I think is if you're going to be a professional, you should surround yourself with other professionals and their pursuits. So whether that be legislative, relationship building, education, you guys are always on the forefront of making sure that we continue to raise the bar in Minnesota.
Ultimately, who I'd like to thank is the Big I of Minnesota. Without your partnership, none of this would be possible.
It's a huge thank you to our agency partners in Minnesota as well. We have incredibly long-term, valuable partnersheps out there. And then a big thank you to all of our folks that are handling Minnesota and working out in the field too. So big thanks to everyone involved.
Everyone at our agency, especially Stu Gish, has played a meaningful role in getting me to where I am today. Everyone at our agency and the Big I has set me up for success since day one.
I'd like to thank the Big I for this award. I really feel it's more of an agency award. I just really appreciate the recognition of our dedication to our clients and our focus on trying to do what is right.
I'd like to thank the Lord God and my family, my wife, my 4 amazing children, their remarkable spouses, my 10 wonderful grandchildren, in walking this journey with me.
I wish behind us we could have our 34 agents and their staff all together in on this, because that's really a reflection of what it means to me. Is it's recognition for the hard work that everybody in the agency does on a daily basis.
I just really like to give a big shout out of thanks and appreciation to the Big I of Minnesota for recognizing Acuity. We are truly humbled to be recognized, to have your trust, to have your respect, and we just can't say thank you more and hope you feel all aspects of the Acuity love. So thank you so much.